first entrepreneurs tonight are Wiltshire-based Dylan Watkins and Louise McIntosh, with a well-balanced business partnership where they can both take the lead.
We've pitched and presented a lot, and that side of it I don't think intimidates us.
Oh, whoa. I'm standing here like a rabbit in headlights.
And if the dragons are feeling fiery, the duo have a secret weapon on their side.
Very much hoping they'll be so distracted by the dog that they don't necessarily notice us.
Hi, I'm Dylan, this is Louise, and this is Poppy. And we're here today to ask for £60,000 for 5% share of Poppy's Picnic. We make wholesome, raw, natural dog food made in the heart of Wiltshire, and it's handmade by fourth-generation butchers. 5 years ago, I was feeding Poppy a highly processed but expensive dry food, but I thought that there must be something better. After much research, I made my first batch of raw food. Fast forward 2 years, and my new neighbour wanted us to make some food for her Rottweilers. I knew I needed some help, so I asked the local village butcher to make my first recipe, and the rest is what you see here today.
At the moment, the vast majority of dogs are fed highly processed, meat derivative meals, and it's unsurprising as a result that 55% of the dogs in the UK are currently obese, but it's a preventable epidemic. Ours is a biologically appropriate raw diet, and what that means, quite simply, it's what dogs were designed to eat.
Our growth from 0 to 40,000 per month in less than a year shows that owners and dogs agree. To feed a dog like Poppy will cost just 55 pence a day. We have our own DEFRA licence to make food, and our abattoir is RSPCA assured.
We're launching cat food soon with our new-to-market raw meatballs.
We need your money today to help catapult this growth. Louise is going to bring some food over for you to have a look at.
With plans to generate a raw pet food revolution, Dylan Watkins and Louise McIntosh are looking for £60,000 for 5% of their company.
Shall I take that lead off?
Go on then.
Go on. OK, there we go.
OK, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
OK, there we are then. That's us done. Goodbye now.
Off you go.
She's not the most loyal dog, is she?
No.
She's completely transferred her affections.
Bye.
Bye.
Once the cuddles are out of the way,
Come on then. Bye-bye. See you in a minute.
Bye-bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye, bye, Poppy.
fellow animal lover Deborah Meaden, who's previously invested in healthy pet treats,
Bye-bye.
is looking for assurance about the duo's ingredients.
I have 3 dogs and a cat, and all of my animals are fed on raw food. I feed a product that is pure meat. If you're going to set yourself apart based on this is better, who have you used to make sure that this is nutritionally balanced?
We've used a team of vets to create our recipes, where we've worked in the amounts of meats-bone ratio, the offal, and also vegetables as well. So we're trying to mirror as close as possible what the dog would eat in the wild.
So, just so I double check, are you telling me you're turning over 40,000 a month?
Yes.
That's pretty punchy. When did you first start?
We started selling in October of last year.
OK, so can you talk me through the growth between October and today?
In October, £7,000 a month in sales. January, we were up to 14,000. Then our sales for March was 17.5, and then April was 23.5. And this is excluding our international sales.
What's the international bit?
19,000 we shipped in April, and at the end of April we had another order come in for 44,000. But we haven't put those into our figures.
And which country is that?
Hong Kong. And our license to sell in China is not far off from being approved.
It's a good business. You've done well so far. I think the market's great in terms of raw food.
Yes.
And I'm very impressed with your research and development on the products. My company, we have actually launched supplements and vitamins for dogs. I think it's great synergy with our pet vitamins and nutrition. I'm going to do something I've not done. I'm going to give you an offer straight away. So I'm going to offer you all of the money, the £60,000, but I'd want 15% of your business.
In a surprise early move that pricks up everybody's ears in the den, vitamin impresario Tej Lalvani jumps in with an almost immediate offer. But at 3 times the equity the entrepreneurs wanted to give away, will Peter Jones be nipping at his heels?
It's going well, isn't it?
At the moment,
I want to know a little bit about your background. So, your previous jobs.
PR and marketing, and we met working in a PR agency as freelancers about 14 years ago, and we set up our own brand communications company. Although we were self-employed, we were still working for our clients, and actually what we wanted to do was work for ourselves and focus our skills on something that we'd made and not somebody was paying us to do.
You can tell that you've done an amazing job.
thank you.
So where this business could be in 3 years' time, give me a picture of that.
Next year, we think we'll have the profit only at 24,000. Then our net profit in year 2 is 160
Right, so how has it gone from to that to 160?
because our sales will increase this year.
Okay, I sort of assumed that.
Yeah. Then we're 1.9 million.
By year 3, you think you'll do 1.9 million revenue?
Yeah, with a gross profit of 800,000 with a net profit of 300,000.
How are you keeping that gross margin so high?
With machinery and new practices, we will be able to comfortably make 2.5 million units at that point.
I don't believe the forecasts you've put together because I think that seems very high. I'm not buying into the financial return. So I'm going to say, sadly, I'm out.
As quickly as they won over one dragon, the entrepreneurs lose another, as Peter Jones casts doubt on their ambitious projections and exits the deal. And now, cash point queen and dog aficionado Jenny Campbell wants to put the duo through their paces on pricing.
I've got a sticker on my office door that says the Mad Dog Lady.
Brilliant.
My dogs are rather bigger than yours, though.
Yes.
They're flat-coated retrievers, you know?
We do.
Good. So bigger dogs that certainly won't cost 55p a day to feed on raw. How much a day to feed one of my dogs?
Give me the weight,
30 kilos.
30 kilos. So we're looking at probably between 600 and 900 grams a day.
So this would be 2 of these then?
It would be 2 packs.
Per dog.
Per dog.
I've got 3, by the way, so,
Okay.
that's 6 packs.
You'd be doing 2 packs a day, say, which is £1.50. That would be £9.
Gosh, £3 a day per dog. £9 a day. That's a lot, isn't it?
Guys, you're focusing a lot on dog, which is why you've got that underway, and that's fantastic. I'm as interested in the cat food market.
So are we.
But funnily enough, I think it's a more compelling market because you will see a tipping point on cat food when owners suddenly realise, oh my goodness, what are we doing? It's starting to bubble up. How close are you on the cat food?
We're pretty close on cat food. I've been on about cat food for months, as you can imagine.
We're testing our cat food. It's just about perfecting the recipe. Cats are a lot fussier than dogs. So we've got...
Tell me about it.
We've got the packaging in process at the moment. The logo is being adapted for a cat face.
The cat side looks great. It really does.
OK. In terms of what I could bring, I've got food manufacturing. In terms of the dog side, I will tell you, Jenny's a judge in dog shows and whatever, but I'm saying I have quite an authentic voice within the dog community. I've obviously got the contacts in the retail. It's a well-trodden path for me. So I'm going to make you an offer. How much Tej's offer? All of the money for 15% of the business.
Not one to pussyfoot about, Deborah Meaden is now in direct competition with Tej Lalvani's early bid. And Tuka Suleiman is also weighing up his position on the animal food company.
You're very investable. The brand's very investable. I have, at home, no dogs. So if I was an investor, I would have no knowledge on dog food,
Okay.
but I'd have a lot of knowledge about manufacturing, packaging, distribution, finance. I think I can add a lot of value to you, and I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
I will match the other dragons all the money for 15%.
With 3 offers on the table, I just need to tell you what I would add. I have taken a business and transformed that business in terms of its operational processes from end to end. I took that into 4 countries. I am passionate about dogs and they are a very important part of my life, as are all animals. I do think this is a massive opportunity. So I will make you an offer. I don't see any point in splitting hairs. I'll invest all the money at 15%.
There are now 4 identical offers on the table. Can Tej Lalvani, the original leader of the pack with his early offer, get his nose back out in front?
I could do everything that you need as a dragon to be able to get where you want to get. We work very closely with Battersea Dogs and Cats Home. We do a lot of research with them. We work with them as a charity. And in terms of manufacturing, obviously we manufacture a huge amount of product and we ship them internationally to over 100 countries. So in terms of logistics, dealing with international parties and working margins, I can obviously help in that area.
Thank you.
It's an enviable position for the entrepreneurs, with 4 dragons vying to be top dog.
Do you want to go back and have a chat with
It might
yourselves?
help.
Thanks, the
Yeah,
huddle.
thank you.
Huddle's needed. Thank you all.
Huddle under the lights.
Thank you.
At 3 times the equity on the table, it's not an easy call, with all the bids coming in at 15%.
Much higher than what I wanted to do.
Is it worth quibbling?
Okay, let's go and ask some questions. Thank you. We weren't expecting to have 4 offers. Your percentages, though, for me, are a little bit high, and they're very high compared to where I was starting off at 5%. Those faces now.
I'll tell you where I am at. I actually think it's a very fair offer, considering your net profit is going to be £24,000 this year.
I will add to that. I know what I can bring to the business, and I'm going to have to stick on 15%.
Okay. So I'm not going to revise my offer. It's £60,000 for 15%.
And I'm sticking at 15%.
There's no wiggle room, as the dragons refuse to budge on their meaty equity propositions.
I think it's decision time.
We saw you 2 ladies as people that we were very interested in investing, because, of course, dogs, we went to that. But with your knowledge, expertise, Deborah, we'd like to accept.
Excellent. I
Good
can't
job,
tell
guys.
you how pleased I am.
Well
Thank
done.
you as well.
Congratulations.
Right, how
very, very
exciting.
much.
I am
Yeah.
really, really pleased.
After a roller coaster session, Dylan and Louise have nailed it, and they walk away from the den with their perfect dragon partner on board.
It was the right thing to do. Okay.
Well done, Deborah.
Yeah, well done, Deborah. I think they got the right dragon to make that a success.
Your little face on those packs of food won an awful lot of people's hearts today. Thanks, Pops. Much love to you.